Hey everybody, it's Raven. I am working a bit on the Arturious. This is the next build update. I'm not entirely sure what I've done since last time. I didn't look at the last video, I should have, but I do know that I've added in, or started to add in, the gun housing here. I don't know what kind of gun it's going to be, but this is going to be it'll probably be a giant laser. I like giant lasers, so that's probably what I'll do. Sorry, I'm still sick. That summertime cold, and it's just not going away, so sorry about that if it's annoying or loud or whatever. But this will be a giant gun. I've got all that. Basically, I'm starting to get the shell around that slowly. It'll probably be like sort of like what I did at the top. There'll be something along here. I haven't figured out how I want to do that yet, and I'm actually looking at possibly coming up with a way to make this come out and all the way down and make it look like it's a really powerful, scary thing when it goes off. That it takes up a lot more room, and it will. That actually, all that space there will be used for weaponry, so it should be a pretty solid gun. The other thing I've done is I've worked on the engines a bit, and this is where I'm kind of falling flat on my face for some alliteration. This part right here I like. Dalmont did the background stuff. I did the, I guess, wingy bit or detailing or whatever you want to call it up here. He did that because he had to delete, he accidentally deleted my ship, so I made him do it to pay me back. This right here, though, this is gonna be, this is, I don't, basically, so I wanted to do wing pods, right? I wanted to do wing pods sort of really close to the ship, though. So this would ostensibly have some supporting structure to go between. I don't know how I feel about it. I really don't. It's kind of weird. It has potential, but I just don't know how I can improve it. I'll show you the back end, which is both, you know, it's nice because it has some really cool aspects to it, and then it kind of doesn't. And I don't know if I want to, because I'm thinking I might take this part right here and bring it back, and then connect it up right about that border, so it'll be like two, and then they'll actually connect up. I haven't decided. I haven't decided on most of this stuff, but then I also cut these vents, and the plan was to have, you know, just these little vents, sort of like right here. This is probably a better example, with, you know, like thrusters or like heat things, and then this side would just come straight over and not be a vent. It would just be black, probably. But that's not turning out as well as I'd hoped, so we'll see about that. But this is kind of a cool look to it, because what it ends up doing, because of the way that it is it looks like it's curved. It's not curved. It's actually not curved at all, but it kind of warps the eye. It makes you think that the tips are curved and down, but they're not. So I actually really like that. How I'm going to get it all to fit together, I'm really not sure. I'll probably have to play around with it quite a bit to get it there. I don't even know if I'm going to keep it, but there are certain features about this that are really cool and, you know, redeeming, if you will. And there are certain features about this that I'm really torn on. So if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to throw them in there. I don't know that I'm going to use them, but you know, every little bit helps. And I'm trying to get this back end, because once I get this back end fitted and set properly, I'm going to start doing a detailing pass over the top, and then it really kind of is. The exterior isn't complete by any stretch of the imagination, because that would be the first detailing pass before I really buckle down and start putting in the wedges and all that other stuff. But that part, and then right up here, these are, I mean, and this will come on its own. This is going to happen on its own. But once that back part's on, that will tell me it's time to do start really working on interior, which is the next sort of big step with this ship. Once I move to proper interiors and all, that'll be pretty cool. Oh, that's right. Speaking of interiors, I actually have something that I've done on the interior I should show you guys real quick. So let's take that and check that out real quick. So I threw this floating bridge in, and it's not, I don't like it, but I like certain aspects of it. So I'm going to cut the bridge out and leave these supports on there. And it's probably going to come out a few more meters out, a few more blocks out. It needs to. But it's kind of a cool floating bridge and control area for this whole spot. This whole back panel needs to be properly worked on and squared away, and it just hasn't. I haven't done it yet, and that's a problem. That's on my list of things to do, but it's not. It's not going to be required for me to do the exterior. So the exterior is going to come first. Now, when I get an idea for exactly how I want to do this bridge, because I like the idea that you can see all around, but at the same time, it's too see all aroundy. So I asked Delmont if I can borrow the Arturious to sort of get some ideas from his floating bridge, because that's where the idea initially came from. And he said that I can grab the Arturious later on, and I'll probably take a look at that and see if I can't figure out a way to integrate that a little bit better. This entire back wall needs to be retextured and just redone so that there's nuance and everything. I'll probably cut in a couple of repair drone areas and stuff like that. But, you know, it's getting there. It's getting there. Little bits and pieces, over and over and over. I think I sealed up a lot of this. No, I sealed up the bottom part of this. So the bottom's sealed up there. The top is not yet sealed, but it's getting there, and this one's going to be a more extreme. I'm actually going to follow this line right here all the way up, which will be kind of cool for armor plating, and then wedging, yay, eventually. And then these armor panels are going to be changed a bit. They're nice, but they need to be tweaked and played with a bit. So that's on my list of things to do too. But yeah, she's getting there. She's getting there. So engine ideas. If you have any ideas for the bridge, that's awesome. Or the hangar bridge. And people have told me that I need to turn this right here, my bridge, into a proper ship. I'll work on that. No promises, because then I'd have to rebuild the whole freaking thing, and yeah, I don't want to do that personally. It's one of those things, like, it's a cool idea as a detachable bridge sort of thing, but integration and everything would be very difficult. Not impossible, but incredibly difficult. I'll see if I can't come up with something. I don't know. I just don't know if it fits for this ship. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. This is not a ship you would abandon, ever. You abandon this ship and your entire, this is the linchpin for the fleet, so it doesn't work. Doesn't work at all. So, anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy, and definitely give me any ideas, etc. I'd be glad to hear them. I won't promise that I'll use them, but I'll definitely read them all and take them all into consideration. And yeah, I'll be doing a live stream for this, for more building anyway, once I kind of get an idea of where the engines are going to go from here. And I'm rambling a lot, and I'm really hungry. So, food's almost here. Take it easy, y'all. I'll see you again next time. And yeah, see you around.